loud and clear, everyone? Can you all hear me? Can all of you, you know, give a emoji? Thank you for confirming. Yes, and please use the chat window, guys, for your messages as well. So that is also one effective way of communication. Okay. So let me start sharing my screen, everyone, and we'll get started. Okay. So let me start sharing my screen. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Can anyone confirm? Okay, I think my screen should be visible. So before I start with the demo session, guys, I want you all to understand the course content. So I'll take you through the course content, whatever topics we are going to cover as part of this training. And as you all know, generative AI is the next big thing, right? And it is the hottest trend in the market as well, right, everyone? So this training is very, very important for all of us. So let me go through the course content. This link has already been shared with you all. You also can go through the link and try to, understand whether if you have any queries, please reach out to our team. We will be glad to help. So coming to the key concepts and the topics, whatever we are going to cover as part of this training. So we are first of all going to understand the fundamentals of generative AI. Okay, we are going to understand the fundamentals of generative AI, and the topics which we are going to cover is basically the overview of artificial intelligence and its significance. Then AI is basically a superset of so many different things like machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, generative AI, language model. So we are going to understand about them. Now, what are the different types of language models? Okay, based on which our generative AI will work. So they are like large language models and small language models. So we'll understand what is large language model and what is small language model. Then our focus will be largely on LLM, that is large language model. I'll request everyone to be on mute. So we are going to understand the architecture and mechanism. A sincere request to everyone, please be on mute. Let's not disturb the session. We have, a large number of participants in the session. So let us, value others' time as well. So we are going to see how the LLMs are going to work. Okay, so what is the architecture for the LLMs? What is the mechanism behind the LLMs? Okay, how do they work? As well as the limitations of the LLMs. So we are going to understand the limitations. Next, guys, what is a prompt? This is very, very important. How AI responds to us, right? How does it understand us? So we provide some inputs to AI that is known as prompt, guys. So we'll understand what is the definition and the role of prompts in AI interactions. Then the parameters for the language model. So what are the different parameters like tokens, context length, temperature? Okay, and how can we tune these parameters to vary the response? The response will basically depend on the input, right? The output depends on the input. So how we are going to be able to vary the response or tune the response based on the different parameters? And nowadays, guys, security every organization focuses on security, right? So what are the security risks associated with AI? What are the data privacy concerns? What are the different risks which come with AI? So we are going to basically understand that. You all must have heard about a term nowadays, right? Deep fake. Have you all heard about it? You all can unmute and yourself and respond. Have you all heard about this deep fake?
No.
No?
No.
No? Okay. And
Yes, I have heard.
So your voice is not coming.
sir, your voice not audible.
We can't hear you.
Someone muted me, not sure who. Guys, please do not press mute all. I think someone clicked on mute all. Guys, let's be a bit disciplined, guys, in this session. Someone muted me, I believe. So till what point could you hear me, guys? Can anyone confirm?
Deep fake.
Okay.
Deep fake. You were checking on who all know deep fake.
Okay. So we'll understand. Okay, we'll understand about the security risks associated with AI. I think after that someone responded, yes, he or she is aware, right? So very good. So we'll understand that. Then we are going to learn about the applications and use cases of AI, guys. Okay, the applications and the use cases. So chatbots, virtual assistants, customer service, all these are different examples. Okay. So we'll understand about them. Then comes the prompt engineering. This is again very, very important, everyone. This is very, very important for you all to be mastering AI. So prompt engineering, we are going to understand about prompt engineering. What is prompt engineering? Okay. So I'll introduce you to the world of prompt engineering. Then the significance of writing proper effective prompts. Anyone can write prompts, but what is an effective prompt? Everyone will write prompts, right? For example, everyone can write, some test reports. Everyone can document test reports. Everyone can document emails, but everyone will not write the same, right? Similarly, AI will respond to everyone, but whose response will be better, right? That matters. So we are going to see how to design proper prompts, effective prompts. What are the different components of a prompt, guys? So we are going to see the basic prompt structure and the different frameworks for writing the prompts. Next, how to do the formatting, okay, and what are the different parameters based on, or your prompts will be based on different parameters. So what are the different parameters? So what are the different formatting styles, the parameters like temperature, max tokens, stop sequences? We are going to understand about them. Then once you write the prompts, how can you tune them? How can you make them more effective, guys? How can you make them more effective? You want a specific response? How do you write the prompt for that particular purpose? Okay. So how do we tune our prompts? Then what the different prompting techniques? You can write the prompts based on different techniques. So there are different techniques like sort-based prompting, sequential prompting, context guiding prompting. So we are going to understand them. And then what are the best practices which you should follow, guys? Okay, to make you a very effective prompt engineer. Clear, everyone? Any queries, anyone till now? So till now, I have, just to summarize, guys, I have gone through the fundamentals of generative AI, which we are going to learn. And then the prompt engineering part. Any queries, anyone? You can raise your hands and I'll ask you in the sequence. Okay, I think we have Ravi Teja. Yeah, please ask your question.
Yeah, hi. Yeah. So prompting, you said that is used for the generating the reports. That is the way we can integrate the GenAI in the testing perspective.
No. So not only reports. Okay, so you are asking what is prompt, so we'll go to that prompt. So for now, guys, whatever questions you have on the course content, I'll encourage you to ask that, because we haven't gone to the topics yet, right? We haven't gone to understand them. Okay, but yes, based on your prompts, you will get the response. It is not only test report. There are so many things, but the inputs which you give to AI, right? So that is basically prompt, but we'll understand that more. Okay, probably you can lower your hand if your query is answered. Kapil.
Yeah, hi. I guess for prompts as well, there is a dedicated website, right? How to create a prompt, write prompt, or there might be some sites which are kind of generating the prompts.
Yes,
We
means
have,
they can help you with generating the prompts as well.
we have to give some keywords, and then they would generate a prompt for us, which we can use it for AI part, right? So
Yes,
is
that is
that
true. That is also true. You can use that, but like for example, when you are giving interviews, right? The website will not be there for you to generate, right? The prompts. So if you understand the concept, then only you can, effectively use it. So now, for example, there are open text examinations, open textbook examinations, right? But you understand what is the value of that, right? So
correct?
yes.
Okay, yeah, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. So we need to understand, we need to learn, right? That is why we are attending this training. We need to understand, we need to learn how to write prompts, how to effectively use AI. Okay, then I think Chandan.
Yeah, hi. So my actually there is one only basic question. My idea is to join this course. I need to know how effectively this course helped me in in the technical QA technical in the framework level, how AI helps me in that part. So I
Yes.
believe that
So
yeah.
yes, for those topics, I made to cover those topics which we are going to cover as part of this training. So I think that will answer your question. Okay.
Yeah, that is a part of the training as well, right? That's what I need to
Yes,
know.
that is part of the training as well. I haven't completed
Okay.
the entire course content yet.
Okay, sir. No problem. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Yes. Gulam Sadiq. Please ask your query. Can you hear me? Okay, Swati.
Hi. So,
Yeah.
by far, what I've understood is from third person's query which you answered, like you just said that you are covering the course content right now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I just wanted to know if in the demo session so far, what Chandan said, even I am here for how it is helping in the QA
QA.
process
Yes, we
and
are.
yeah, because so far if the content is getting handled, it's like it's total Greek and Latin for at least me. I'm not sure about other testers in the team here. So we can actually, if we can just in brief in the first demo session, if we can come to the point like how is this actually coming and solving the problems practically, what is the use, so it will be better to understand from the
I'm
demo
coming there.
perspective so that
I'm
we
coming
go
there.
ahead
See,
with it.
the course content is huge, right? If I complete the entire course content and then I ask questions, probably some people might miss the points. Okay, so I have
That's what
broken
I
down
said.
into two.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
let
what I
me.
said. Rather than going through the course content, because whole 1 hour might go in the course content only. We
No,
need to
no,
know
whole
how
one
it
hour
is
will not.
useful.
Yeah, please hear me out.
Okay.
Whole 1 hour will not go in the course content. So we have been conducting sessions again and again.
I understand.
So
Yeah,
please
okay,
don't
sure.
be on that part. Okay.
You know it better. Yeah, you know what you're doing. I just want to know if we are on the same page. I'll get to know how practically it is
You'll
useful
get
or
to
not.
know. You'll get to know how this is going to help in QA. That is the main purpose of this training. How generative
Yeah,
AI is
because
going to help us in software testing.
correct.
Okay.
Because all these prompts and all this is total Greek and Latin. I haven't heard it even once, so I'm not sure
No, because if you do
where
not
am I
understand,
going.
if you do not understand prompts, you will not be able to implement AI as well. Okay. So
Okay.
you have to know prompts, then only you will be able to implement. And if it is Greek and
have to
Latin,
have any.
one moment, and if it is Greek and Latin for you, so by the end of the training, it will be your mother tongue. I can guarantee that.
Okay. I hope I do not
Okay.
need to have any prior knowledge to understand this at this stage.
Yeah, you do not need to have any prior knowledge. Obviously, you need to know the testing processes, right? Those things are required.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll go to the next
Thank you.
question, Shama. So I'll encourage guys, whatever I have covered till now, please ask your queries related to that, because most of your questions will also get answered by the end of this training. Okay. So Shama.
Right. So one of my question is little answered because of Swati's. So it was that for this course to apply to anyone, what is the base that is needed for us?
Okay. Yes,
So
I'll
do
cover
we?
that as well.
I mean,
Okay.
right. So some would be
Yeah.
manual testers, some would have an automation base, some wouldn't have anything. So what is
Yes.
the base that you require? That is the first question.
Yes. Okay.
Second is that when you during the course implementation, would you be taking a sample project, a sample QA project, and let us know, at what stage this would be useful? So for
Yes.
example, writing test cases and generating reports,
Yes.
logging bugs, so in
Understood
every
your.
phase, where would this fit? Yeah, so that
Yes.
is one thing
So
that I wanted.
very good question. For each of the activities in the QA phase,
Right.
we are going to demonstrate everything. Okay, I'll demonstrate you, right, as you mentioned, how to generate the test cases, how to generate the test strategy, how to generate the test plan. Okay, so all those things we'll cover.
All right.
Then Riji. Riji. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So,
yes, please tell me.
sorry to interrupt, I'm busy. Yeah. So I just this is covering different testing, right? Functional, automation, and performance. So it will be like for the assignments or the projects that you give, it will be based on all the three, or it'll be a separate session for for performance testers. It will be into a separate session. Is it something kind of that, or it is a cumulative session for
It
everybody?
will it will be cumulative sessions for everyone. So
Okay.
the first focus will be on our functional testing, and also then we'll
Okay.
look into automation as well as performance, because each activity or each phase, whatever we cover, will cover for all the three
Uh-huh.
testing types.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Shravani.
Yeah, hi, this is Revan. Yeah, I'm into performance testing. Just I would like to know like how AI impact for performance testing. Like in LoadRunner we have scripting, executions, and analysis part, right?
Yeah.
So how like for LoadRunner we have inbuilt functions. So apart from that, how AI will help like that you are going to cover?
Yes. I'll let me go to the other course content. You will be able to understand. Okay, the remaining ones.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we have covered everyone. So let me go to the next topics which we are going to cover. AI in software testing, and that is our main objective as well, right? How we are going to understand. So as we all know, there are different phases in the software testing life cycle, right? Like requirement analysis,
Thank you
test
for
planning,
confirming.
test case
Yes, and
development or test
please
design,
use the chat
basically,
window, guys,
right?
for your
And
messages
then
as
we
well.
have our
So that is also one effective
test
way of
environment
communication.
setup,
Okay.
the test
So
execution
let me
part,
start
and
sharing
the
my
test
screen,
cycle
everyone,
closer, and we'll get
So
started.
as
As part of requirement analysis, we will see how
Okay.
we can
So let me
analyze the
start sharing my
requirements, the
screen.
functional requirements as well as the non-functional requirements with the AI tools. How we can understand the requirements better, how we can have a deeper understanding of the requirements. AI can also help us to identify which requirements can be tested, which requirements cannot be tested. Okay, it can help us to identify which can be tested, which cannot be tested, and then it also can help us to generate the requirement traceability metrics. Can anyone confirm? This is a very, very important deliverable, right? Most of the times people, get tired, like how to design it. So basically, it can also help us to generate the requirement traceability metrics. Then comes my screen test planning, guys. In the test planning, before we will start with the demo session, guys, how I want you all to test strategy, understand how to prepare the test. So I'll take you through the how to prepare the test, whatever topics we are going to cover as part of this training. And as you all know, should we use generative test AI a particular application? Is the next big thing, right? Also, AI can help us with. It is the hottest trend in the market as well. It can help us in effort estimation as well. So then this training is very, very prioritization important for all of us. Interview questions we get, right? So let me go through the risk-based testing. So when we use that, this link has already been shared with you all. That you also can go through the scenarios to and try to which understand to be kept whether out of scope. If you have any queries, please reach out to our team. What are different types of performance tests needs to be conducted? Sometimes we brainstorm a lot. Coming to once we get the application concepts, once we get the scope for performance the topics, whatever we are going find to out what are the different types of tests, what should be our approach. AI can help us in that. Then, guys, test case development. First of all, going to understand it can help us to generate the functional test cases. Okay, we are going to understand the fundamentals of generative automation scripts. It can help us in the development of topics which we are going to cover. Now, someone was asking regarding LoadRunner. The overview of AI can help us to generate and scripts also significance for LoadRunner, Jmeter, new load, etc. AI is basically a superset of so many scenarios. People like machine learning, right? So deep learning can help us in that as well. Natural language processing, then generative AI. So we are language model. So we are going to demonstrate about them. You all are going to see now how we what are the different types of language models. In each of these different activities during the our generative AI will software testing life cycle. So they are like large language models and small language models. So we'll understand what is large language model, test environment setup, small language model. Okay. And then in test environment setup, we will see how can we create a test environment creation plan. LLM, that is large language model. What test environments to be selected, how to verify the test environment, to be on mute, right? So those all things. We are going to understand next the architecture execution mechanism, how to create effects. A sincere request to everyone, please be on mute. Let's not, all of you can lower your hands, whoever has raised your hands. We have differentiation, then large number of participants. Performance bottlenecks. So it can help us in identifying the time as performance bottlenecks. Next, defect reporting, guys. You can. So we are going to report defects how the LLMs using AI work. Okay, so you can prepare your daily status, weekly status, mechanism behind the LLMs, right? Okay, so how do they work? As well as AI. The limitations. And then coming to the LLMs. Test cycle closure. So we are going to understand the limitations. You will be able to assess. You will be able to examine prompt. This is very, very important. Whether you can close how your AI responds to us, right? How does it understand us? Similarly, the test results analysis, provide some inputs, the test metrics preparation, that is known as prompt creation. Understand what is the definition can be done with the role of prompts in AI interactions. Clear, everyone? So these are the list of topics which we are going to cover as part of this exclusive training. What are the different parameters like tokens, software text length, temperature. Okay. So I hope I have answered your queries also, guys. Any other queries? Parameters will vary the response. The response will basically depend on the input, right? The output depends on the input. So how we are going to be able to vary the response? Please raise your hands and I'll be asking in the sequence based on the different parameters. Okay, Swati. And nowadays, guys, security. Every organization, I think you are assess on security, right?
No.
So what are the security risks associated with AI?
Yeah.
What are the data privacy concerns? What are the different risks which come with AI?
Yeah, just need to know the topics. You have just shown us.
That.
Is there any
heard about a term
coverage we can do for the automation as well?
Fake. Have you all? Yes, for automation also we are going to cover.
Okay. Thank you. At least on the execution part and reporting part.
Respond. Yes. Have you all heard about this deep fake?
Thank you.
No.
Hi Rishabh, this side I have
No.
one question. Are we going to
No?
train
Okay.
the model as well in this training?
No, that will
Or
not
like
be.
are we
So
going to use the
yeah, please go on.
we do have like security compliance as well. So like we can't use the open AI whatever the like tools present in the market. So is there any way that we can test the existing environment through the AI?
Yeah, so nowadays, most of the organizations are procuring AI tools. Okay, so as part
Yes,
of
I
this
have
training, the
heard.
focus will be on using AI as an end user. We are not going to train. Okay, so we are not going to
So your
develop.
voice is
We are
not
not
coming.
going to train. We are going to use AI as an end user. So we are going to use different tools as an end user. Okay.
Sir, your
Oh,
voice not
okay,
audible.
sure. Got it.
Yeah. So
We
Nagraj,
can't hear you.
Hi, my question is the
someone muted me. Not
problems that
sure
you
who.
said, that's where AI is going to help us. So that
Guys,
entire
please do
test
not
management
press mute all. I think
section that
someone
you had
clicked on
shown,
mute all.
what is the
Guys,
problem
let's be a bit disciplined,
there?
guys, in
What
this
is
session.
the bottleneck
Someone
that
muted
we
me,
are
I believe.
going to
So
solve using AI?
till what point could you hear me, guys? Can anyone
We have a
confirm?
test management tools.
Deep
We
fake.
know the strategies.
Okay.
Deep fake. You were
Nagraj.
checking on
The
who was
entire
more
test
deep fake.
Okay.
engineering has been
So we'll
matured
understand. Okay, we'll
so
understand
far,
about the security risks
quite
associated
enough.
with
Since
AI. I
if you
think
see
after that
the
someone responded, yes,
from
he or
service
she is
industry
aware,
to
right?
product
So
industry, from
very good.
product
So we'll
to
understand that. Then
startups,
we are going
we
to
have all the
learn about
matured
the applications and
models
use
already
cases of
available.
AI, guys. Okay, the
So how
applications
AI is
and the
easy?
use cases. So chatbots, virtual assistants, customer service,
the
all these are
bigger
different
the
examples.
question
Okay,
is it not
so
the
we'll
over
understand about
engineering
them.
here?
Then comes the prompt engineering. Very good question. This is again very important, everyone. You tell me. This is very important for you all to be for test strategy preparation. So for prompt engineering, we are going to understand about prompt engineering. Your competitor, what is prompt engineering, will provide the same effort. So I'll introduce you to the world of prompt engineering. Who will your client choose? Then the significance of writing
It's
proper effective prompts.
wouldn't be on
Anyone can write
the
prompts, but what is an
basis
effective
of who
prompt?
will
Everyone will write
reply
prompts, right? For
quickly,
example, everyone can
but
write,
it's more on
some
the
test reports.
my
Everyone
business
can
need.
document test
If
reports.
that
Everyone can
is
document emails.
my business
But
need is
everyone will not
entirely
write the same, right? Similarly,
considered in the strategy.
AI will respond to whatever the customer is expecting. Whose response will be better, right? Two vendors are going to. So we are going to see how one is going to provide in 3 days, the another prompts is going to provide in 1 day. Whom will the customer choose? What are the different components of a prompt, guys? So we are going to see the basic prompt
No, again, the
structure
answer
and
is
the different
again, it's
frameworks
not
for
who
writing the
will
prompts.
give us the quick
Next,
turnaround.
how to do the formatting. I'm giving the assumptions, right? And what are the different parameters based on that you are a customer, prompts will be based on different parameters. So what are the different parameters? Very seasoned. So what are the different formatting styles? The parameters like temperature, you tell me as max tokens, stop sequences. We are going to understand about them. One vendor out of these two. Then once you write the prompts, how can you tune them? How can you make them more effective, guys? Is going how can you make them more effective? You want to improve our specific response. Now, if we are not embracing AI, someone else will for that particular AI purpose, and will be a competitor, a bigger competitor to us. So how they will be basically taking our prompts, then what the different prompting techniques, all those things. You can write the prompt. If you go to, I'm not sure about your organization. So there are different techniques like every organization prompting, is now focusing on AI, context guiding prompting. Each and every customer is understand them, and then what are the best practices which you should follow, guys? Utilize AI to make you a very effective prompt. So if you do not want to embrace AI, clear everyone. Particularly, that's but any queries anyone till absolutely now? Fine. So no issues with that. Till now, I have just to summarize, guys. Whoever is going to embrace AI, the fundamentals of generative AI, they are going to learn and then more efficient, definitely prompt engineering part. And they are going to be the next any queries anyone. You can raise your hands. That is where the point I'll ask you in the sequence. How we can use AI in software testing. That is the objective. So I hope I have answered your question. Okay. Every
Not
process
quietly, but
okay, I think we have Ravi Teja. So please. Objective over here is how AI is going to
Yeah.
help us in each of these
So
phases.
prompting, you said that
Things
that
which
is
we are going
used
to
for
do
the generating
manually.
the reports.
Okay.
That is the way we can integrate
AI
the
can help
GenAI
us in
the
doing
testing
that
perspective.
within seconds. So not only
The-
reports,
the
okay,
effort
so
which you
you
would
are
have
asking
put
for
for
8
8
hours,
hours,
so
if
if
I
I can
prompt.
get that
So for now, guys,
whatever
in, let's say,
questions you
5
have
to
on
10
the course
minutes,
content,
why
I
would I
would
waste
to
my
ask
8
that
hours?
because we haven't gone
It's
to the
my
topics
choice,
yet,
right?
We
I do not
haven't
want to
gone
waste.
to
If
understand
someone
them,
wants
okay?
to
But
waste,
yes,
they can go and waste.
based on your prompts, you will get the
So that
response.
is
It
why
not only
AI is
test
here.
report. There are so many things.
Okay, we'll move on to the
But
next
the
question.
Okay, so
inputs which
that
you give to
sorry to
AI, right?
interrupt.
So that is basically prompt.
So that
But we'll
answers
understand
even
that
my
more.
question,
Okay.
like similar to
Probably
the
you can lower your hand if your
to
query
the
is
gentleman
answered.
who just asked.
Kapil?
I don't remember the name. Thanks for asking
Yeah,
that
hi.
question. So
I
the
guess
basic
for prompts
the
as
basic
well, there
issue
is a
and
dedicated
the
website, right?
problem
How
he
to
wanted to
create a
solve,
prompt,
ask
right
like
prompt,
what
or
problem is
there
this
might be some
solving
sites
this
which
generative
are
AI
kind
thing
of
is
generating the
like why
prompts.
AI is the question,
Yes,
and
means
the
Where
answer
we
where
can
is
help you
save
with
time
generating the
saving.
prompts
Is
as well.
that correct?
you
In
have to
Not
simple
only
insert
terms,
time
just
saving, it is going to
keywords, and then they would
definitely
generate
it
a
is going to save
prompt
your
for us, which
efforts,
we can
right?
use it for
And let's say, for
AI
example, I'll give
part,
you a
right?
simple scenario.
So
Okay,
is
that is
that
negative test cases. That is also true. QA
You can use
engineers
that, but
struggle a lot.
like for
To
example, when you are
document
giving
negative
interviews,
test
right?
cases, the website will
Mhm.
not be there. 100% testing
For you
cannot
to
be
generate,
done.
right?
That is,
The
one of
prompts.
the
So
core
if you understand
principles.
the concept, then only
Now, to
you
design
can,
negative test cases, I have to
effectively use it.
do a lot of brainstorming.
So now, for example, there are open
Now,
text
if I can
examinations, open text
provide the
examinations,
inputs
right?
to a
But you
tool,
understand what is
and
the
it
value
can
of that, right?
generate the negative test
So
cases
Correct.
for me,
yes.
why will not
Okay,
I
yeah,
not take
got
the
it.
help of that
Thanks.
tool? So we need to understand, we need to learn,
Understood.
right?
That is why we are
Similarly,
attending
for the edge case
this training.
scenarios, we need to understand, we need to learn how to
For
write
your
prompts,
test
how
approach,
to
for
effectively
your test
use
strategy.
AI.
Okay,
Defect
then I think
creation,
Chandan.
everything AI can help. So why will I not take the help? If
Yeah,
I do
hi.
not want, that's a different
So
thing.
my
But that is where
actually my
AI can help us.
there is one only
Okay.
basic question. My idea is to
Actually,
join this
here
course.
I would
I
want
need
to
to know
quickly add
how
one point. I
effectively
don't
this
want
course
to
help
take
me
much
in
time. I'm almost
in
having
the
18 years of
technical
experience in
QA
this
technical
performance engineering. And you know what?
framework level.
Whatever
How AI
knowledge
helps
which
me
has
in that
been which I have
part.
earned, it is really
So I
hard
Yes.
believe that
earned knowledge, right?
yeah.
Yes, for
Nowadays,
for
what
those
I
topics
observe
I need
that
to cover
now
those
AI comes
topics
in a
which we are going
picture,
to
and
cover as part of
everyone is
in this
easily
training. So I
using
think that will answer your
efficiently
question.
using those
Okay.
tools,
Yeah,
and they
that
are
is a part
coming
of
up
the
with
training as well,
results so
right? That's
quickly.
what I need to
Yes,
Now,
know.
that is part of
sometimes
the training
kind
as
of
well.
sort
I
of
haven't
insecurity
completed the entire
comes or
course
pops up
content
in
yet.
my mind
Okay,
sometimes
sir,
that
no problem. Thank
is
you.
this something I
Yeah, no
earn?
problem. Yes.
It was hard work, and now
Gulam
somebody is
Sadiq.
coming and with less knowledge using AI tools, they are coming with efficient results. So now it's a
Please ask your
time
query.
to be with the real world, that we also have to
Can you hear me?
learn these tools. This is a now necessity, so that we can be also be part of
Okay,
the
Swatik.
competition and need to be quicker.
hi. So
Definitely, I completely agree with you.
by far what I've
If
understood is
in IT, that is the biggest
from
challenge,
third
guys. We
person's
always
query
have to
which you
remain
answered,
updated with the
like you just
latest
said that you are
technologies,
covering the
whatever is the
course
trend in the
content right
industry,
now,
right?
correct?
If we do
Yeah.
not embrace
Yeah,
them,
okay.
then
So
people will
like
go ahead of
I just
us.
wanted to know if in the
Now
demo
in this
session
year
so
itself,
far,
okay, in
like
the last, two to
what
three
Chandan said,
quarters, if you go
even
and
I am here for
read the
how it is
news,
helping
most of the
in
hirings are
QA
also
process
focused on AI.
Yes,
and yeah,
Okay,
because
so
so
that
far
is
if
why
the
it is your
content
choice.
is
If you want to
getting
embrace
handled,
AI,
it's
it is
like
up to you.
it's
If you do
total
not want,
Greek and
that is also
Latin
fine.
for at
Now,
least me.
Kapil
I'm not
rightly
sure about
mentioned.
other testers in the team
Okay,
here.
so
So
with the help of
we can
AI,
actually, if
people
we
are
can
not
just
only in testing, guys,
in
in
brief
development
in the
also.
first demo
In
session, if we
development
can
also,
come to
people are
the point
using
like
AI.
how is this actually
They are
coming and
able to
solving the
optimize their
problems
queries. They
practically,
are
what
able
is the
to
use?
code
So
faster.
it will be better to understand
So why
from
would
the
the
demo
customer pay
perspective.
any
So
other
we
vendor
go ahead with
who
it.
is taking twice
The
or
course
thrice
content
amount of
is
time than
huge, right?
someone
If I
else who is
complete the entire course content and then
using
I ask
AI,
questions, probably some people might miss the points.
Understood,
Okay,
everyone?
so I have
That's what I
broken down
said.
into
Small example,
Okay,
even
so
That's
that
what I
is
nowadays,
said.
job
Rather than going through the
descriptions
course
or
content, because
even
whole 1 hour might go
whatever
into course content
emails which
only.
are
We need
no,
to
getting
no,
know
whole
drafted
how
one
to
hour.
would AI.
customer, if you can see the language,
Please hear me out.
they are
whole 1 hour
completely
not
driven
go
by
in the course
AI.
content. Completely driven by AI. Like we have been conducting sessions again and again.
I
Okay.
understand.
So
Yeah,
this is
okay,
the
sure.
so okay.
You
I
know it
think
better. Yeah,
we
you know what you're
covered.
doing. I just
Okay,
want to know if
Gulam
we are on the
Sadiq,
same page. I'll get to know how
we'll quickly take
practically
the
it is
questions in the
useful or
next 1
not.
minute. and we'll get to know how this is going to help in QA. That is the main purpose of
So
this
GenAI is the
training.
part of
How
functional
generative
testing
AI
or
is going to
non-functional
help us
testing?
in software testing.
Correct.
Okay.
And because all these
GenAI
prompts and all,
is
this is
a
total Greek and Latin. I haven't
technology
heard it even once, so I'm
that
not
will be
sure
used
where
because if
it
you do
where
not
I have
understand
gone.
testing or automation prompts, automation testing, you will not be able to implement AI. Any other, there are so many different education, healthcare, everywhere. AI is being used. But as part of this training, we are going to see how generative AI can be used if it is Greek and Latin, automation, if it is Greek and Latin for you. So by the end of the training, it will be your mother tongue. I can guarantee that.
Okay. I hope I do not
Hey,
need to have any prior knowledge to
so my
understand
question
this
is
at this
in
stage.
terms
Yeah,
of what
you do not
models
need to have any prior
are you
knowledge.
kind of
Obviously, you need to
exploring
know
for this
the
session?
testing processes,
Would
right?
it be the standard
Those things are required.
OpenAI model you're
Got
going
it.
to use?
Got it. Okay.
So we'll go to the next question.
Or any open source?
So I'll encourage guys, whatever I have covered till now, please ask your queries related to that. And some other most of your questions will also get answered by the end of this training.
Perplexity or Meta and
Yeah,
all
there are
that, right?
different tools. Means for different
Right.
phases, we
So
can use
one of
different
my
tools.
question
We'll
is
see that.
little answered because
Yeah.
of Swati's.
Yeah,
So it was
and-
that
Yeah.
for this course to apply to anyone, what
Hi,
is the
Venkat.
base that
I
is
mean,
needed
I could able to sense that you
for
are
us?
mentioning. Sorry,
Yes,
my
I will
voice
cover
is
that
kind of
as
like a
well.
throat
Okay.
infection. So
Right. So
anyway,
some would be
so
manual
you
testers, some would
mentioned
have an
that
automation
the efficiency is
base,
going to
some
be like
wouldn't
improve
have anything.
the quick
So
response
what
you'll
is
get.
the base
I
that
mean,
you
in the
require?
end
That is the
result.
first question.
Along with that,
Second
it's
is
going to be
that
like the quality is
when
also
you
going to get
during the course
improvised, right?
implementation,
Definitely, I agree with
would you be
the
taking
AI,
a sample project, a sample QA project, and
importance
let
here.
us know at
But
what
along with
stage
that, is it suitable only
this
for the
this
application
would be
related
useful?
testing, or is
So
it
for
kind of like a
example,
any
writing test
devices testing
cases
where
and
the embedded
generating
testing is
reports,
also part of that, right?
logging
Where we are
bugs,
performing
So
embedded
every
testing
phase,
and that.
where
So will it
would
be
this fit?
suitable for that
So
as
that is
well,
one that I
Venkat?
wanted.
Yes, very good question. For each of the activities, I do not have much experience on embedded systems, demonstrate everything. Okay, I'll demonstrate you, right, as the help of AI, we have generate the test cases, how to generate the test strategy, how to generate the test plan. So I think so all those things we can explore more on the embedded systems part. But I think Riju AI would also be getting used over there.
Yeah, because why I ask like industrial automotive kind of like aerospace and all, which is and even the healthcare devices and all, right? That is more kind of
Yeah.
the
So,
embedded testing
sorry to
related
interrupt.
devices
Yeah.
testing and all.
So
So
I
that's the
just
reason I raised this question. Yeah,
like
definitely.
this is
Thank you.
Nowadays
covering
mobile devices,
different
right?
testing,
Mobile
right?
devices are also
Yeah.
Functional
implementing
automation
AI,
and
right?
performance.
Everywhere
So it
you
will be
see
like
AI is there today. Okay.
for
Fine.
the assignments or the
Thank you.
projects that you give.
Thank you.
It will be based on all the three, or it will
Actually,
be a
I
separate
joined
session
a
for
little bit late, so I don't know you cover or not.
like
So my
for
question is
performance
like
testers, it will be
how
into
AI
a
is
separate
going to
session.
use in performance
Is it something
engineering
kind
part.
of
For
that, or it
example,
is a
I am going
cumulative
to
session
analyze
for
this
everybody?
high response
It
time.
will be
So
cumulative
how it
sessions
is
for
going to help
everyone.
AI to find the root cause for that?
The first focus will be on our functional testing, root cause analysis, and also then we'll look into automation as well as discussing that because during that particular session or each phase, whatever we cover, will cover for all the that is going to be covered as part of the training. Okay, well, then we'll go to Sweta.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi Venkat.
Yeah, hi,
My
this is
question is
Revan.
regarding the AI.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
into performance
as much as
testing.
I know, if we
Just
have
I
to
would like
implement
to know
AI
like
for
how
our
AI
project
impact
specific
for
requirements, we do need to
performance
give
testing.
some
Like
training. Like the
in
AI model has
LoadRunner
to
we
be
have
trained for our project
scripting,
specific requirements. So when it
executions,
comes to
and
testing,
analysis part, right?
if there is a test script
So
or
how like
any
for
other
LoadRunner we
document
have
that is
inbuilt
project
functions.
specific, some of
So
the
apart from that,
keywords
how
or
AI
the
will
things
help
are project
like that
specific.
you are
So
going to
would there
cover?
be any such
Yes,
training that
I'll
will be
let me go
part
to
of this
the
course,
other course
or
content. We'll be
we
able
do
to
not
understand.
need
Okay,
to
the
do
remaining
that
bits.
when we do testing?
Okay.
Yeah. No, as part of this training, we are not going to. I think we have covered everyone the data. So let me
Okay.
go to the next when it comes to testing. AI for your software testing, and that is our main objective as well, right? How we are going to understand a particular domain and all. So as we all know, there are different implemented any AI tool in the organization. They would already would have requirement analysis. The tool will test for confirming data. Test case development or test design. The chat window, guys, right? For your messages as well.
Yeah, I'm asking for a new, I mean,
one
like,
effective test
if my project is a banking project, like I am working for a banking client,
and we'll get
and there
started.
will be some project specific keywords, right? So if this is the first project, do we need to give some training to the AI and for testing also?
Tools is
And
definitely
how
that
can
can
we?
be how we can understand the requirements
Here,
better.
here,
How we can have
here,
a deeper understanding of the
sometimes
requirements.
we should not
AI
use those words directly or should not give to AI platform, being the sensitive, especially BFSI.
Okay.
So in
It
that
can
case,
help
maybe
us
we can
to
mask
identify
that
which
particular
can
thing and
be
we
tested, which
can
cannot
give
be
that
tested.
input.
And then it also can
I
help
hope
us to
my skill
generate
is
the
visible
required
to all of
metrics,
you.
security metrics.
Can anyone
This is a very,
confirm?
very important deliverable,
Yes.
right? Most of the times, basically, that is what I was mentioning,
Get
that
tired,
like
like
how to
organization,
design
because
it.
nowadays
So basically, it
organization
can also help us to generate the requirement traceability, and that is inside their enterprise. Then comes, so in that test planning, that is the security risks I was mentioning about. Before we start with the demo session, guys, careful. I want you all to strategy, understand how to prepare the test. So I'll take you through how to prepare the test, whatever topics we are going to cover. As part of Mashood, I answered your question. Then which as Pannamai should we use generative test a particular application? Big thing, right? Also AI can help us with. It is the hottest trend in the market as well. You know, it can help us in effort estimation as well. So then this training is
that's
very,
not
very
the same
prioritization
question.
important
Even
for all of
I
us. Questions
got
we get, right?
for
So that
finance
we
related application,
go through
most
the
of the
risk-based
application
testing.
related
When we
things
use
are
that,
very
this link has
secure. So
already
in
been
that
shared
case,
with
how
you all
really
that
they are
you
going
also
to
can go through the scenarios
implement
to and try to, you know, understand
same
to be
testing
careful
out
of
of
scope
that.
of any queries I'll cover during the what all different types of performance tests needs to be conducted. Kafu. Sometimes we brainstorm a lot. Coming to once we get the application
Hi, good
concepts,
evening.
once we get the
My
scope,
question
the
would
topics,
be
whatever we have
regarding
find out, what are the different
test
types of
softwares
tests,
like
what should be
Tosca,
our
which is
approach.
AI embedded, and
AI
you
can
pretty much
help
do
us in
everything
that.
in Tosca for your
Then
test
guys,
automation.
test case.
How
First
are you
of all,
going
going
to
to understand
leverage
can help us to
the
generate
AI
generative
piece for this
cases.
course
Okay,
content
we are
to
going
be
to
able to
help
help
us
in
in the
that
development
space
of
when you're
generative
using like
scripts
pretty much
and help
end-to-end
us in the development of
softwares like
topics which we
Tosca
are
that
going to
has
cover. Now, someone
requirement
was
that with
asking
everything
regarding LoadRunner.
embedded in it.
Overview of AI can help us to generate scripts also. Significance as part of this training. Then our focus will not be AI is basically a superset. Particular edge case scenario. I'm going to explain you how machine learning you can leverage AI can help us in that as well. Natural language processing. Then generative whatever tools people use, right? So we are going to demonstrate about them. You all are going to see different automation tools are there in the different types of language models. Each of these different acquisitions more on our generative AI works for testing life cycle. They are like large language models and take those from the language models. So we'll understand what is large language model. Test environment
So in that
setup,
case, we don't need to know any
and
programming
then
language
in
for
test
automation,
environment
right?
setup we will see how can we create a test environment, create a plan. No, so for that large language model test environment to know the programming language, how to verify the test environment to be on mute, right?
No,
So
for
we are
automation
going to
testing
understand
itself.
next architecture
That's
and
understand.
dependency, how to create the programming language, right? A sincere request to everyone,
Okay.
please be on mute.
So we need to have idea on automation
Let's
testing.
not,
Then we need to
all of you can lower your
now to
hands,
learn how
whoever
to
has
use
raised your
AI
hands.
to help us in
We
that
have
space.
differentiation, then large number of participants, performance bottlenecks. So it
We
can
need
help
to
us in
know, or we
identifying
need to have a
the
foundation
performance
for automation
bottlenecks.
testing.
Next,
And we need to
defect
learn how
reporting,
to use
guys.
AI
You
to
can, we
help
are
us
going to
with
report defects as
that.
well. If you want to use AI, if you want to know how GenAI can prepare your daily status, know what is status, can is behind the LLM, right? And then you learn GenAI as well as then you can leverage and then coming to the test cycle closure. We are going to understand the limitations. You will be able to assess. You will be able to examine prompt. This is very, very important. Whether
Okay.
you can close how AI
Venkat,
responds
just
to us,
one
right? How
question. I
does
joined a
it
little late.
understand us?
What are the
Similarly, the
topics
test
that
results
we are
analysis,
planning to
some
cover in
inputs,
this
test
training?
metrics. Yeah, I have already gone through the topics. I'll suggest you to please go to the link which have been shared in the group prompts in. So please go through the here everyone. So these are the list of the parameters we are going to cover as part of this exclusive training. Different parameters like tokens, software, text. So I think we'll temperature. Okay, I'll just take the last question from Ramesh and then we'll queries also, guys. Any other queries? Parameters. Ramesh will vary the response. The response will
regarding
basically depend on the
GenAI
input, and then
topics,
we will
confusion
depends on the
metrics, and
input.
other things
Any
also
other
will be
questions
covered as a
will be
part of
able
automation
to
testing.
vary the response
Because it's
and
an
you will
add-on,
respond in the sequence based on
as
the
it's
different
an add-on to
parameters.
the
Okay,
enhancing
Swandeep,
of
and
the
nowadays guys,
testing.
security.
So generative
You know,
AI
every
covers confusion
organization I think
metrics,
focuses
and
on
what are the
security,
things it
right?
will be
No,
covered
What are the
extensively?
security risks
Any
associated
specific
with
things
different
apart from
different test activities?
data privacy
Different test activities related to functional risks, automation and AI.
Yeah,
So
just
we are
need
going
to
to
know
cover
the
as part
topics
of this
you
training and how
you have just
able to
shown us.
understand that.
Is
You
there
all
any
must have activities. Thought about a term. Okay,
copyright
for
nowadays,
related
right?
to the
performance
automation as
and
well?
for automation? What are the
Yes,
tools
for
you've been
automation also we
utilizing
are
in
going to
this?
cover.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
we
At
are
least
not
on
going
the
to focus
execution
on any
part and
particular tool.
reporting
I will
part.
be showing you for automation and for performance how you can do it for
No.
different tools.
Hi,
Okay,
Rishabh,
so
this
your
side. I
No.
have
focus
a
will
one
not be
question.
on
Are
any
we going
particular
to
tool. Okay.
train the model as well in this training?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that
or
will not
like
be
are they
current
going
correct.
to use
market, they
the
have some specific
Yeah, please go
tools
on.
for specifically for GenAI. So
so
anything is
like
included to it.
we do have a
Example,
like
Exospace,
security
one of the
compliance
examples.
as well. So like
There are
we
many.
can't
Yeah, so
use the like
they
OpenAI
have,
whatever the like tools
they
present
have
in the
embedded
market.
AI. I
So
agree.
like is there any way
So
that we
as
can
part
test
of
the
this
existing
training,
environments for
our
the like
focus will be on
AI?
leveraging AI for the different test activities. Yeah, so nowadays, most of the organizations use that in any automation procuring AI tools. Okay. So as part
Yes,
of
I
this
have
training,
heard.
the focus will
Okay,
be
got
on
it.
so because different projects implement different tools. So not going to train when it comes to Tosca. I think
Your voice is not
we're
coming.
not going to train. We are going to use the specific training is so we are going to use different on tools as an end user. And I think on over there the AI
Got
could
it.
be covered. So
We
Nagraj,
can't hear
so
you.
basically we'll now move on to the session, guys.
Hi,
So
my
let me
question is
start for today. Someone muted
the
me, not
problems that
sure
you
who.
said,
So
that's
whoever
where
has any
AI
other
is going to
queries,
help us.
please
So
feel
that
guys,
entire
please do
test
not WhatsApp
management
group, press mute all. I think
section
someone,
that you
please
had
put the
shown,
link all for the
what is the
topic.
problem
Guys, let's be a bit
there?
disciplined guys in
What
this
is the
training. So we are going
bottleneck
to
that
see
we are going to
so
solve
till what
here?
till what point could you hear me, guys? Can anyone
We have a
confirm?
test management tools.
Deep
So
We know the
let us
strategies.
start with some
Deep
questions.
freeze. You were
Okay.
checking on
Okay.
The
who was
entire
more
test
Because
deep
when
freeze.
it comes to
engineering
AI,
has been
so we'll
matured
understand. Okay,
so
we'll
far,
understand about the security risks
quite
associated
enough.
with where what
Since
AI
if you
might
see
be,
the
right? Someone responded, yes,
from
here the
service
term is
industry
aware,
to
right?
product
Generative
industry,
AI.
from
Very good.
product
So we'll
to
understand that. Then
startups,
we are going to
we have all the
learn about
matured
the applications and
models
use
already
cases of
available.
AI, guys. Okay. The
So how
applications
AI is
and the
easy?
use cases. So chatbots, virtual assistants, customer service,
the
all these
bigger
are different
the
examples.
question
Okay.
is
Nowadays, you
is
must
it
have
not the
we
over
understand about
engineering
them.
here?
Different contents being generated using AI. Very good question. This is again very very important. Everyone, you tell me images. This is very very important for you all. The efforts for test strategy preparation. So all are engineering. We are going to understand about prompt engineering. Your competitor, what is prompt engineering? Sometimes they surprise us. So I'll introduce you to the world of prompt engineering. Who you all would have choose. Then that agree the significance of writing
It's
proper now this question is
it's
very very
wouldn't
important
be
for
on
anyone can write
the
prompts but what is the
basis of
people
who will
specifically everyone will write the
reply
IT industry
quickly,
for example everyone can
but
write
it's more
is
on
some
the
test report
my
everyone can
business
document
needs.
test
If
reports
that
everyone can
is
document emails
my
no
business
but
need is
everyone will not
entirely
write because they have this concern guys. Similarly
considered in the strategy.
AI will respond to whatever the customer is expecting whose responsibility better right two vendors are going to so we are going to see how one is going to provide in details the another from others is going to provide in one day but yes generative AI is not going to take away our jobs. What are the different components of a prompt guys so we are going to see the basic prompt
No, again, the
development
answer
and
is
the different
again,
frameworks.
it's
Also
not
people are
who
afraid
will
because if AI is doing so
give
many
us the
things is it going to take away our
quick
jobs. I'm giving
turnaround.
you how
But
to do the formatting the assumptions right and what are the given parameters based on that you are a customer and whom will based on different parameters what are the different parameters any AI tool what are the different formatting style parameters like temperature whatever content AI is generating then one vendor out of these two then once you write the prompts how can you tune them how can you make them more effective evaluate it how can you make them more effective verify it you want to understood everyone our specific generative AI now if we are not embracing AI someone else will generate that particular and that might not be 100% a bigger competitor to us in the near future we might they will be basically taking our different scenario then what the different prompting technology all those things you can write evolving if you go based on I'm not sure about your organization so there are different techniques like organization what do you now focusing on now generative text AI is each and every customer is understand them and then what are the best practices which you should follow is not the utilize AI to nowadays we have a very effective all our daily life. If you do not want to embrace AI, everyone, particularly like for example, few years back, any queries anyone tell absolutely fine. So no issues with that. Till now, I have just to summarize, guys. Whoever I have gone to embrace AI, the fundamentals of generative AI, they are going to person, right? Learn, but nowadays and then you see that efficient, definitely prompt engineering, and they are going to be the any queries or the adults. Even children, you can raise your hands. That is where and I will ask you in the sequence. So how we can use AI is also going to impact our life testing. That is the objective. Understood, everyone? I hope I have answered your question. Okay. Now coming to AI
not
process,
quietly, but
there are three types of AI. Okay, there are we have types of AI. AI is artificial intelligence. I have not gone to generative AI is going to help. Please understand each of this.
So
I have not
prompting you
gone
said
to things
that
which
is
generative
good for
AI.
the
First, we will
generating the
discuss about
reports. That
AI.
is the where we can integrate
AI
the
can help
GenAI
us in doing the task within seconds. So not only reports, the effort which you would have put for 8 hours, you can get the
So now, guys,
artificial
let's say
generation
you have
in 10
course
minutes,
content,
I
either
would have
with
used
super
8 hours
intelligence.
because we haven't gone to
It's
the
my
topics
choice,
yet,
right?
right?
Artificial
Narrow
understand
intelligence
wants
is
to, but
yes,
they can go
quick.
into
Based
AI.
on your prompts, you will get the
So that
response.
is
It's
why
not
AI
only
is
test
here.
report. There are so many things.
Basically,
But the
Okay, so
inputs which you
that
give to is able
sorry
to
to
AI,
interrupt.
right? Different tasks.
So
By
that
you will
answers even
understand that
my
by
question, like
leveraging its
similar
ability,
to
probably
the
you can lower your process
to the
and
gentleman who
analyze
just asked. I
vast
don't
amount
remember
of
the name.
data. Now, so
Thanks
many
for
people were
asking the
telling
question.
about
So
training.
the
I guess
basic
for prompts
the
as
basic
well, there
issue
is a
So
dedicated
what
and the
happens
website,
is,
right?
guys,
How
problem he
to
wanted to
create a
solve,
we are
prompt,
going
ask
right
to
prompt.
feed
what
data.
problem is
There
this
might be some
solving
We are
sites
this
going
which
to
generative
are
AI
kind
thing
of
is
generating the
like
feed
why
prompts.
what
AI is the question,
yes
and
means
the
Where
a lot
answer
of
is
samples
say
we are going
time
to
saver.
add
Is that
to the
correct?
training
where we
In
model.
can
Not
simple
only
say
terms,
time
just
saving, it is going to be
keywords, and
training
then they
model.
would
Definitely,
generate
it
a
is going to add
prompt
your
for us, which
efforts,
we can
right?
use it for
And train the models. Let's say, for
AI
example, I'll
for
give you a
From
simple
bugs
whatever
so
to
data we are
that
giving
brilliance,
test cases. That is
GenAI
also
supercharges your
analyzing that
testing.
going to get
What I wish I knew at
for
my
example, when you are giving interviews, right? Any inputs, it will not be there. 100% testing cannot be generate, right? That is, one of the core. If you understand the concept, then only now to design negative test cases. Further on that, I have to think, do a lot of brainstorming. So now, for example, there are open test examinations, open text examinations to it, but you understand what is the value of that, right? Cannot learn new skills for me. It will not have a deep understanding of our world. So we need to understand.
First
We need to
QA
learn.
sprint.
Basically,
Instead of staying
that
late
is
writing
the
test
basic
cases,
idea. We need to understand. We need to learn how
from
to write
bugs
your test
to
approach
brilliance.
and whatever data it has
GenAI
been
supercharges your
and
testing.
everything AI can
What I
help.
wish I knew at
Why
my
will I
first
not take
QA
that?
sprint, instead of staying late writing
Yeah,
test
hi.
cases,
It needs
So my
AI could have
as
handled the
my
boring
how
bits.
there is one only
Here's
basic
how.
question. My idea is
actually
Pain,
to
here
join the
I would
manual
want to
test
quickly
design,
add
cannot be
one point.
verified.
I
brittle
don't want to
automation,
take much time.
slow
Next,
performance
Almost
tuning.
10 minutes of
These
the
problems
video
drain
performance
teams and
engineering.
delay
And you
releases.
know what?
Proof.
Whatever knowledge
Generative
we are
AI
saying,
auto-creates
which I have
functional test
it is
cases.
really hard.
Generative
nowadays.
AI spins up
Nowadays,
automation
what I observed
and
that
script.
now AI comes in a picture, and everyone is easily using efficiently using those tools,
yeah,
and they
that
are
is a
coming
part of
up
the
with
training as well,
results so
right?
quickly.
That's what I mean.
Now sometimes kind of sort of insecurity comes or pops up in my mind sometimes
Sure, no
that
problem.
this is something I earn. It was hard work, and now somebody is coming and with less knowledge using AI tools, they are coming with efficient results. So now it's a time to be with the real world, that we also have to learn these tools. This is a now necessity, so
Super
that we
intelligent
can be
AI.
also be
Okay,
part of the
this is
competition
basically
and
it
need to be
can
quicker.
surpass human
Hi.
intelligence.
So,
Definitely, it can be above human
by far, what I've
intelligence.
understood is
In IT,
like
whatever task is
the
biggest challenge,
third
guys, we
person's
always
query
have
which
to
you
ASI
answered,
will be able
like you
to
just said that you are
technologies,
covering the
whatever
course
surpass us
content right
industry,
now,
right? In
correct?
all the tasks, we do not embrace
Yeah.
them, and
Okay.
then is also
So,
people will
like,
go ahead of
I just wanted to know
now.
in the
I
demo
find this
session
year
so
itself,
far,
okay, in
like
the last,
what
2 to 3
Chandan said,
quarters, if you go
even
and
I am
still
here
heavy
for how it is
technical nature.
helping
Most of the
in
hiring, next question is, guys, are
QA
also
process.
focused on AI. What do
And
we are anyone,
yeah,
guys,
because
which type
so
of
far
AI?
if the
It is your
content
choice.
is
If you want to
getting
embrace AI,
handled, it's
anyone, it
like
is up to you.
it's
If you do
total
not
Greek
want,
and
that is also
Latin
fine.
for at
Narrow.
least
Now,
me.
Kapil
I'm not
rightly
sure about
mentioned.
other testers in the team
Okay,
here.
others. So
So
what type of the help of
we can
AI
actually, if we can
not
just
only in testing, guys,
in
in
brief
development
in the
also.
first demo
Because
session, if
General
we can come to
people are
the point
using
like
AI.
how is this actually
They are
coming and
able to
solving the
optimize their
problems
queries.
practically,
We
what
are
is being used.
mostly
So it will be better
using.
to understand on
So why
from
will
the
the
demo
customer pay
purpose.
any
So
other
please
vendor
go ahead with
artificial narrow intelligence? Twice or course content is we are currently living. If I complete the entire course content and then I ask questions, probably some people might miss the points. Understood everyone? So I have
that's what I
broken down
said.
into
Small
topics.
example, even
That's what I
nowadays,
said.
job
Rather than going through the
descriptions
course
or
content, because whole
even
1 hour might go
whatever
into course content
emails which
only.
are
We need to
getting
know
drafted
how
by
is the AI.
customer, if you can see the language, they are completely driven by AI.
Content. It is not confined to a particular area. Now we are having this training on software
I
testing.
understand. Yeah, okay,
So
sure,
it's
sure.
not that it is only
You
specific to
you know it
software.
better. Yeah, you know what you're
For
doing. I just want
AI,
to know if we are on the same
now,
page. I'll get to know what how
we'll quickly take
practically
the
it is
questions. We'll
useful
get
and
to
all.
just span. We'll let you know how this is going to help in QA. That is the main main purpose of
So GenAI is the part of
how
functional
implementation
design or
is going. There
non-functional
is so
design
much of
software testing?
innovation.
Correct. And because all these
Gen
prompts
AI
and all
is
this is
a
totally
with
Greek
respect
and
to
Latin. I haven't
technology.
heard it even
But we
once,
need
so
to
yeah, I'm
remember
not sure
that using
where
if you do
where
not
I
understand
have.
functional testing, if you do not understand prompts, implement AI. You will not be able to implement AI. Any other There are so many. Remember, education, AI is not going to replace but as part of this training, we are going to see how AI is not conventional, but yes, automation and definitely enhance our abilities. So by the end of the training, it will be it is going to automate different tasks
I
which
hope
are
I do not need to have
monotonous.
any prior knowledge to
So my
understand
question
this
is
As a
at this
result,
in
stage.
terms
I
of
will
what
not have
models
time to have any prior
are you
knowledge.
kind
So
of
that obviously we
exploring
focus
for
on
this
more
session?
testing processes.
Would it
Focus
be the
more on
standard
some other innovative
OpenAI model you're
Got
going
it.
to
or
use,
Got
innovative
it. Okay.
So go to the next
Thank you.
question. Yes,
or any open source?
So it will. So I'll encourage guys whatever I have covered till now. Time OpenAI it is going to and some other most of your questions will also get answered by getting monotonous
Perplexity
tasks
or
so that
Meta
we
and
can
all
there are
that, right?
different tools. Will means for different
Right.
time
So
we can use
one of
different
my
tools.
question is a little
Clear all of you?
answered because of
Yeah.
Swati's.
So,
Yeah.
So
Prashant,
it
I think
was
we'll
that
stop the session here
Yeah.
today.
for
So
this
thank you
course
all
to
for
apply
joining
to
the
anyone,
demonstration.
what is the base that is
Please
needed
I
watch
could
out
able to
for
sense
the
that you
for
are
us?
mentioning.
for
Sorry,
the
my
Like
voice is kind of
questions
like I
in the
don't get
WhatsApp group.
right. So
anyway.
some
I
would be
hope you
So
all
manual
enjoyed
you
testers, some would
mentioned
have
that
an
the
automation
efficiency is
base,
going
or
to
some
like
didn't
improve
have
the
anything.
quick
So
response
what
you'll
is
get
the
the
base
I
that
mean
you
in the
require?
end
That is the
result.
first question.
Along with that,
Second
it's
is
going to be
that
like a
Thank you, sir.
the quality is
when
also
you
going to get
during the course
improvised, right?
implementation,
Definitely, I agree with
would you be
the
taking
AI,
Thank you.
a sample project,
Thank you.
a sample QA project,
yeah,
and
importance
let
here.
us know at
But
what
along with
stage
that, is it suitable only for the
this
application
would be
related
useful?
testing, or is
So
it
for
kind of like a
example,
any
writing test
devices testing
cases
where
and
the embedded
generating
testing is
reports,
also part of that, right?
logging
Where we are
bugs,
performing
so
embedded
every
testing
phase,
and that. So
where
will it
would
be
this fit?
suitable for
Yeah.
that
So
as
this is
well,
one that I
Venkat?
wanted.
Yes, very good question. For each of the activities, I don't have much
Right.
experience on embedded systems. Demonstrate everything. Okay, I'll demonstrate you. Right, as you mentioned, AI, we have generate the test cases, how to generate the test strategy, how to generate the test plan. So I think so all those things we can explore more on the embedded systems part. But I think AI would also be getting used over there.
Yeah, because why I asked like industrial automotive kind of like a aerospace and all, which is and even the healthcare devices and all, right? That is more kind of like
Yeah.
the
So,
embedded testing
sorry to
related
interrupt, Anupam sir.
devices
Yeah.
testing and all.
So
So
I
that's the
just
reason I raised this question. Yeah,
like
definitely.
this is
Thank you.
Nowadays
covering
mobile devices,
different
right? Mobile
testing, right?
devices are also
Yeah,
Functional
implementing
automation
AI,
and
right?
performance. So
Everywhere
it will
you
be
see
like
AI is there today. Okay.
for
fine.
the assignments or the
Thank you.
projects that you give.
Thank you.
It will be based on all the three, or it'll
Actually,
be a
I
separate
joined
session
a
for
little bit late, so I don't know you cover or not.
like
So my
for
question is
performance
like
testers, it will be
how
into
AI
a
is
separate
going to
session.
use in performance
Is it something
engineering
kind
part.
of
For
that, or it
example,
is
I
a
am going
cumulative
to
session
analyze
for
this
everybody?
high response
It will
time.
be
So
cumulative
how it is
sessions for
going to help
everyone.
AI to find a
So
root
yes,
cause for that?
the first focus will be AI can be our used functional to do the root cause analysis, and also then we'll look into automation. So as we'll be discussing that because each activity or each phase, whatever we cover, will cover for all the that is going to be covered as part of the training. Okay, well then we'll go to Sweta.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi Venkat.
Yeah, hi,
My
this is
question is
Ravan.
regarding the AI.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
into performance
as much as
testing.
I know, if we
Just
have
I
to
would like
implement
to know
AI
like
for
how
our
AI
project
impact
specific
for
requirements, we do need to
performance
give
testing.
some
Like
training. Like the
in
AI model has
LoadRunner
to
we
be
have
trained for our project
scripting,
specific requirements. So when it
executions,
comes to
and
testing,
analysis part, right?
if there is a test script
So
or
how like
any
for
other
LoadRunner we
document
have
that is
inbuilt
project
functions.
specific, some of
So
the
apart from that,
keywords
how
or
AI
the
will
things
help
are project
like that
specific.
you are
So
going to
would there
cover?
be any such
Yes,
training that will be
let me
part
go
of
to
this
the
course,
other course
or
content. We'll be
we
able
do
to
not
understand.
need
Okay,
to
the
do
remaining
that
notes.
when we do testing?
Okay.
Yeah. No, as part of this training, we are not going to. Let me. I think we have covered everyone the data. So let me go to the next topics which we are going to cover. AI for your software testing, and that is our main objective as well, right? How we are going to understand a particular domain and all. So as we all know, there are different implemented any AI tool in the organization. They would already would have requirement analysis. The tool will test for confirming data. Test case development or test design the chat window, guys, for your messages as well.
Yeah, I'm
So
asking
that
for
is
a new,
also
I mean,
one
like,
effective way of
if
communication.
my
Okay,
project is a
so let
banking
me start
project, like
sharing
I'm
my screen
working
if
for
you
a
want,
banking client,
and we'll get
and
started.
there
As
will be
part of
some
requirement
project
analysis,
specific
we will
keywords,
see how we can.
right?
Let me
So
start
if
sharing my
this is
screen.
the first
Functional
project,
requirements
do
as
we
well as the
need to give
non-functional
some training to
requirements
the AI
with
and
the
for
AI
testing also?
tools. Is
And
definitely
how
that
can
can
we?
be. How we can understand the requirements
Here,
better.
here,
How we can have a deeper understanding of the
sometimes
requirements.
we should not
AI
use those words directly or should not give to AI platform being the sensitive, especially BFSI.
Okay.
So in
It
that
can
case,
help
maybe
us
we can
to
mask
identify
that
which
particular
can
thing and
be
we
tested, which
can
cannot
give
be
that
tested.
input.
And then it also can
I
help
hope
us
my
to
screen
generate
is
the
visible
requirement
to all of
traceability
you.
metrics.
Can anyone
It is a
confirm?
very, very important deliverable,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Most of the times,
So basically, that is what I was mentioning
get
that
tired,
with
like
their
how to
organization,
design
because
it.
nowadays
So basically, it
organization
can
also
also help
procure AI
us to
tools,
generate
right?
the
And they
requirement
customize it,
traceability
and that is
inside
metrics.
their enterprise
Then
domain.
comes
So in
my
that
screenshot
test
will be
planning,
showing
what the
guys.
security risks I was mentioning.
So
Before we will
start
be
with, we have to
seeing
see
demo session, guys,
careful.
I want you all to
the
strategy,
understand
how to prepare the test. So I'll take you through the how to prepare the test, whatever topics we are going to cover. As part of AI,
Mashood, I
training.
answered your question. Then
And
which tool
as
should
yeah, thank
we
you.
use generative
test
AI
our particular
is the
application?
next big thing,
That
right?
also AI can help us
And
with
it is the hottest
effort
trend in the
estimation.
market as well. It can
Right,
help us
everyone?
in effort estimation as well.
So
Then this training
Yeah,
is
that's
very,
not
very
the same
important
question.
for
Even
all of these
I
questions
got
we get, right?
for
So that
finance
we
related application,
go through
most
the
of the
risk-based
application
testing.
related
When we
things
use
are
that,
very
this link has
secured. So
already
in
been
that
shared
case,
with
how
you on
really
that.
they are
You
going
also
to
can go through the lines
implement
to and try to,
which
understand
same
to be
testing
kept out of
methods.
scope of any queries.
things I'll
Please reach
cover
out to
during
our
the
team. What all different types of
strategy risk
performance
part.
tests needs to be conducted?
Kafu.
Sometimes we
So,
brainstorm a lot.
coming to
Once
the
we get the
Hi,
application
good
concepts,
evening.
once we get the
My
scope,
question
of these
would
topics,
be
whatever we have
regarding
lined out, what are the different
test
types of
softwares
tests,
like
what should be
Tosca,
our
which is
approach.
AI embedded
AI
and
can
pretty much
help
do
us in
everything
that.
in Tosca for your
Then
test
guys,
automation.
test case
How
first
are you
of all
going
going
to
to understand
leverage
can help us to
the
generate
AI
generative AI
piece
test
for this
cases.
course
Okay,
content
we are
to
going
be
to
able to
understand the
help in that
fundamental
space
of
when you're
generative
using
automation
like
scripts
pretty much
and can help
end-to-end
us in the development of
softwares like
documents we
Tosca
are
that
going to
has
cover. Now someone was
requirement guides with
asking
everything
regarding the
embedded in it.
overview of AI can help us to generate
and
scripts
it also, guys.
significant
See, again,
as part of this training.
LoadRunner,
Our
Jmeter,
focus will
Neolodex.
not be
AI
any on
is basically
will
a
not be on any
superset
particular
of
edge
so
case
many
scenario.
different
I'm going to
things.
explain you how
How
machine
challenges,
learning
right?
you can
So
leverage
deep
AI
learning
can
in
help
your
us in that
automation
as well.
natural language
So
processing,
then generative
whatever
AI,
tools
we
people
are
use,
going
right?
model.
So
I'm
we are
going to
going to
demonstrate
what
about
them.
you all are going to
So
see
different automation tools are
what
there
are
in
the
the
different
market
types
and
of
AI
language
use different
models.
tools.
Each of
So
these
we'll
different
focus on
activities
more
during
our
how
generative
AI
AI
works
works
for testing life. So they are like large language models and take those
and
the output will be
models.
generated. So we'll understand what is large language
Then
model
test
and what is
So
environment
in that
small
small
case, we
language
don't need
model.
to know any
And
programming
then
language
in
for
test
automation,
environment
right?
setup, we will see how
Our
can we create a
focus
test
will be
environment
largely
creation
on
plan.
no. So for
That
that,
is large
no. Then the
language
test
model. Large
environment
language
to know the
model
programming
selected.
language.
How to verify the test environment, right?
No,
So
for
we are
automation
going to
testing
understand
itself.
next test
Automation
That
testing
kind of thing.
so how to create the programming language, right? A sincere request to everyone,
Okay.
please be on mute.
So we need to have idea on automation
Let's
testing.
not,
Then we need
all of you can lower your
now to
hands,
learn how
whoever
to
has
use
raised your
AI to
hands.
help us in
We
that
have
space.
differentiation, then
large number of
participants
bottlenecks.
so
It
We
can
need to
help us in
know, or we
identifying
need to have a
those
foundation
performance
for automation
bottlenecks.
testing,
Next,
and we need to
defect
learn how
reporting,
to use
guys.
AI
You
to
can, we
help
are
us
going to
with
report defects as
that.
well. If you want to, if you want to know how GenAI can prepare your daily status, know what is status, can ESR, right? And then you learn GenAI as well as then you can leverage and then coming to the test cycle closure. We are going to understand the limitations.
You will be
Next,
able to
guys,
assess. You will be
Krishan
able to
Kumar,
examine
prompt. This
with
is
the help
very,
of
very
AI,
important. Whether
Okay.
you can close
How
your
AI responds just
to us,
want
right?
to
How does
understand. I joined a
it
little late.
understand us?
What are the
Similarly, the
topics
test
that
results
we are
analysis,
planning to
the
cover in this
test
training?
metrics.
Yeah, I
I have
have
already
prompt
gone
creation,
through the topics. I
all
request you
these
to please
things
go
can
through
be
the link which
done
have been
with
shared
the
in the
role of
group.
prompts in
So
AI
please go through the
interaction.
here
everyone.
so
Link
these
and
are
you'll
the
find
list
the
of
complete
topics
list
which
of
we are
topics.
going to cover as part of any exclusive training, different parameters like tokens, software. So I think we'll temperature. Okay, I'll just take the last question from Ramesh and then we'll queries also, guys. Any other queries? Parameters. Ramesh will vary the response. The response will
Regarding
depend on the
GenAI
input, and then we will the output depends on the input.
other things
And how we are going to be able to
testing.
vary the response
Because it's
and
an
you
add-on
response in the sequence based on the different
it's an add-on to
parameters.
the
Okay,
enhancing
Swadip,
of
and
the
nowadays, guys,
testing.
security.
So generative AI
Every
covers
organization,
confusion
I think,
metrics
focuses
and
on
what are the
security,
things it
right?
will be
No,
what
what are the
prevents
security
it?
risks
Any
associated
specific
with
things
AI?
apart from
Different test activities related to functional risks, automation and AI.
Yeah, just
We are
need
going
to
to
know
cover
the
as part
topics
of this
just
training and how
you have just
we
shown us.
understand with GenAI.
Is there
All
any
must have activities. Thought about a term.
corporate
Nowadays,
implication for the
performance
automation as
and
well?
for automation? What are the
Yes,
tools
for
you've been
automation also we
exercising
are
in
going to
this?
cover.
Okay.
So
At
we are
least
not
on
going
the
to focus
execution
on
part
any
and
particular tool.
reporting
I will
part.
be showing you for automation and for performance how you can do it for
No.
different tools.
Hi,
Okay,
Rishabh, this side. I
No.
have
focus will
one
not be
question.
on
Are
any
we going
particular
to
tool.
train
Okay.
the model as well in this training?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that
or
was not
like
the
are
correct.
going
current
to use
market, they
the
have some specific
Yeah, please go
tools
on.
for specifically for GenAI. So
so
anything is
like
included to it.
we do have a
Example,
like
Exospace,
security
one of the
compliance
examples.
as well. So like
There are
we
many.
can't
So
use the like open
they
AI,
have,
whatever the like tools
they have
present in the
embedded
market.
AI. I
So
agree.
like, is there any way
So
that we
as
can
part
test
of
the
this
existing
training,
environment through
our
the like
focus will be on
AI?
leveraging AI for the different test activities.
So nowadays, most of the
you can use that in
organizations
any
are
automation
procuring
AI tools. Okay. So as part
Yes,
of
I
this
have
training,
heard.
the focus will
Okay,
be
got
on
it.
so because different projects implement different tools. So not going to train when it comes to Tosca. I think
Your voice is not coming.
going to train. We are going to use the specific training is so we are going to use different on tools as an end user. And I think on over there the AI could be covered. So
We
Nagraj,
can't hear
so
you.
basically we'll now move on to the session, guys. So
Hi, my
let
question
me
is
start for today. Someone muted
the
me, not
problems that
sure
you
who.
said,
So
that's
whoever
where
has any
AI
other
is going to
queries,
help us.
please
So
feel
that
guys
entire
please
test
do not WhatsApp
management
group, press mute all. I think
section
someone
that you
please
had
put
shown,
the link for the
what is the
topic
problem
which is going to be covered as part
there?
of
What
this
is the
training. So we are
bottleneck
going to
that
see
we are going to
so
solve
till what
here?
till what point would you hear me, guys? Can anyone
We have a
confirm?
test management tools.
Deep
So
We know the
let us
strategies.
start with some
deep
questions.
fake. We are checking on
Okay,
The
two or
entire
more
test
because
deep
when it comes to
engineering
AI,
has been
so
matured
we'll understand. Okay, we'll
so
understand
far
about the security risks
quite
associated
enough.
with where what
Since
comes AI.
if you
Might
see
be
the
right someone responded yes.
from
Here the
service
term is
industry
aware,
to
right?
product
Generative
industry,
AI.
from
Very good.
product
So we'll
to
understand that.
startup
Then
startups,
we are going to
we have all the
learn
matured
about the applications and
models
use
already
cases of
available.
AI, guys. Okay.
So
The
how
applications
AI is
and the
easy?
use cases.
The
So chatbots, virtual assistants, customer service,
the
all these
bigger
are different
the
examples.
question
Okay,
is
nowadays you
is
must
it
have
not
so
the
we
over
understand about
engineering
them.
here?
Different contents being generated using AI. Very good question. This is again very very important, everyone. You tell me images. This is very very important for you all. The efforts for test strategy preparation. So all are engineering. We are going to understand about prompt engineering. Your competitor, what is prompt engineering? Sometimes they surprise us. So I'll introduce you to the world of prompt engineering. Who I hope you all would have choose. Then that agree the significance of writing
It's
proper now this question is very very
wouldn't
important
be
for
on
anyone can write
the
prompts but for nowadays
basis of
people
who will
specifically everyone will write the
reply
IT industry
quickly,
for example everyone can
but
write
it's more
is
on
some
the
test report
my
everyone
business
can document
needs.
test
If
reports
that
everyone can
is
document emails
my
no
business
but
need is
everyone will not
entirely
write emails have this concern similarly
considered in the
AI
strategy.
will respond to whatever the customer is expecting whose responsibility will better right two vendors are going to so we are going to see how one is going to provide in details the another from others is going to provide in one day but yes generative AI is not going to take away our jobs. What are the different components of a prompt, guys? So we are going to see the basic prompt
No, again, the
development
answer
and
is
the different
again,
frameworks.
it's
Also
not
people are
who
afraid
will
because if AI is doing so
give
many
us the
things is it going to take away our
quick
jobs? I'm giving you
turnaround.
how
But
to do the formatting, the assumptions, right? And what are the given parameters based on that you are a customer and prompts will be based on different parameters. What are the different parameters? Any AI tool, what are the different formatting style have its parameters like temperature, whatever content AI is generating about that one vendor out of these two. Then once you write the prompts, how can you tune them? How can you make them more effective? Evaluate it. How can you make them more effective? Verify it. You want to understood everyone. Our specific generative AI. Now, if we are not embracing AI, someone else will for that particular and we might not be 100% a bigger competitor to us. In the near future, we might they will be basically taking our different scenarios. Then what the different prompting technology, all those things you can write the evolving. If you go beyond, I'm not sure about your organization. So there are different techniques like organization. What do you now focusing on now? Generative AI is each and every customer is understand them. And then what are the best practices which you should follow? Is not there only utilize AI. To nowadays we have a very effective in all our daily life. If you do not want to embrace AI, everyone, particularly like for example, few years back, any queries anyone tell absolutely fine. So no issues with that. Till now, I have just to summarize, guys. I have gone to embrace AI, the fundamentals of generative AI. They are going to right learn, but nowadays and then you see that right, the prompt engineering, and they are going to be the any queries or the adults. Even children, you can raise your hands. That is where and I will ask you in the sequence. How we can use AI is also going to impact our life testing. That is the objective. Understood, everyone? I hope I have answered your question. Okay. Now coming to AI
not
process,
quietly, but
there are three types of AI. Okay, there are we have types of AI. AI is artificial intelligence. I have not gone to generative AI is going to help. Please understand this. Okay,
so
I have not
prompting you
gone
said
to
that
things
that
which
is
you are going to
used for
do.
the
First we will
generating the
discuss about
reports, that
AI.
is the where we can integrate
AI
the
can help
GenAI
us in doing the task within seconds. So not only reports, the effort which you are asking for 8 hours, intelligence for now guys, artificial learning have 10 minutes and artificial super intelligence. Because we haven't gone to the topics yet, right? Artificial narrow intelligence is but yes, quick based on your prompts, you will get the response. That is not only test report. There are so many things. Basically, the
Okay, so
inputs which
that
you give to is able
sorry
to
to
AI,
interrupt.
right? Different tasks.
So
By
that answers even my question, like
leveraging its
similar
ability,
to the
you can lower your process
to the
and
gentleman who
analyze
just asked. I
vast
don't
amount
remember
of
the name.
data. Now, so
Thanks
many
for
people were
asking the
telling
question.
about
So
training.
the
I guess
basic
for prompts
the
as
basic
well, there
issue
is a
and
dedicated
the
website, right?
problem
How
he
to
wanted to
create a
solve,
prompt,
ask
right prompt.
what
Or
problem is
there
this
might be some
solving
sites
this
which
generative
are
AI
kind
thing
of
is
generating
like
the
why
prompt.
AI is the question,
Yes,
and
means
the
a lot
answer
of
is time saver. Is that
to the
correct?
training
In
model. Not
simple
only
terms,
time
yep.
saving, is going to be
Keywords, and then they would
definitely
generate
going
the
to add
prompt
the
for us,
efforts,
which we can
right?
use
We are
it
going to
for
train the model. Let's say, for
AI
example, I'll give you a
From
simple
bugs
whatever
to
data we are
brilliance.
giving test cases. That is
GenAI supercharges your testing. What I wish I knew at my
example, when you are giving interviews, right? The website will not be there. 100% testing cannot be generate, right? That is, one of the so if you understand the concept, then only you design negative test cases. Further on that, I have to think, if you use it, do a lot of brainstorming. So now, for example, there are open test examinations, open test examinations, right? To it, but you understand what is the value of that, right? Cannot learn new skills for me. It will not have a deep understanding of our world. So we need to understand.
first
We need
QA
to learn,
sprint.
right? Basically,
Instead of
that is
staying
where
late
I
writing
have
test
to
cases,
we need to understand, we need to learn
from
how
bugs to brilliance. GenAI supercharges your testing. What I wish I knew at my first QA sprint. Instead of staying late writing test cases,
So my
AI could have handled the boring bits. Here's how. Pain, manual test design, brittle automation, slow performance tuning. These problems drain teams and delay releases.
And you know what?
Proof